G'day folks, welcome back to Enshrouded, and welcome back to our yak farm, and miraculously we now have a couple of yaks here. Why is that the case? Well, let me tell you guys. I unfortunately made a little bit of a mistake while recording the previous episode, technically. And yeah, unfortunately, I lost all of the footage of that. I sort of played for another hour trying to get my hands on yaks, and I have managed to do that, as you can see. So, yeah, I am kind of disappointed in myself that that happened, and I wasn't able to show you the entire process of me sort of fumbling around trying to get the yaks. It is going to get dark very soon, so I'm just going to do a few bits and pieces right now, and we'll then proceed with progressing. But since I did get the yaks, I might actually go through a bit of a step-by-step or a retracing of the previous episode, just to show you some of the hardships that were involved with the entire process. And I think that'll be a decent use of some time in this episode, just to show you what was involved. But let me just get rid of some of this flax, because I don't think we'll really need more flax. Well, actually, we will probably need more flax, but I'm just trying to get rid of the ones that we already have. I'll drop some flax in here, and what should we make? Should we make more linen, or should we do more string? I'm thinking maybe we want to do some... Actually, no, we can only make linen with the flax, actually. I need plant fibers for the string. And that'll give us a little bit more space for more flax and more of some other crops. And speaking of other crops, I do actually have more gentian seeds. So one thing that happened in the previous episode while we're sort of looking for yaks is, you know, I ran into quite a bit of gentian out there. So I'll show you guys where you can find more, and also more wolfsbane as well, because I did actually manage to find myself more wolfsbane quite easily as well. So we seem to be out of water though, so let me just fetch a little bit of water, and we'll drop that into the seedling makers, whatever you call the tables there. And we're gonna have a sleep very soon, and then we'll venture out, and I'll show you the steps that we took in the previous episode. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate that I lost the footage. I think I sort of rushed into doing the recording, and I didn't pay attention that, you know, things weren't exactly set up correctly, and therefore I lost the footage. But anyway, we are here now. I didn't really get, you know, too far. The only real development is getting the yaks. But it was quite involved. So the first thing is, obviously, you need the bait. And between episodes, I did grow some purple berries, and I've decided to grow some more because we are actually going to need more purple berries, not only for the yak food, but also other things that we're going to be able to make thanks to having access to the Albanese summits. I might actually drop in some... I'm thinking of dropping in some flax, maybe. Because it's always good to have a supply of flax. So let me just quickly get this done, and then we'll be on our way. I don't even know if I've got enough of the seedlings, to be honest, but we'll just grow as much as we can. I think maybe that should be enough. I still have a little bit more flax here, but I'm gonna tuck that away, and I'm sort of leaving a little bit more space for things like, you know, gentian, and perhaps other things that we might want to grow. So, a bit more flax here, let's drop that in, and I might grab a bunch of linen here and drop that in, so we can start making some more cloth. Right, so before we get going, we need the bait. I did make the bait in the previous episode, so I've got a little bit more to spare. And yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be able to tame at least one more yak, because I've got space for 3, but I've only got 2 yaks in there. And I'm assuming they're going to breed, but you know what, I don't mind just grabbing another yak just to show you guys what's involved. So let's head out there, and I'll show you how I managed to sort of fumble around in the Albanese summits trying to find those yaks. So initially I thought that it'd be a good idea to follow some of the trails to see if we can find those yaks. So that's what I essentially started doing, and I quickly discovered a trail leading up the mountain this way. I'm just gonna see if I can get rid of some of these guys. Got one more up there. It's not close enough for us to drag him down though. Let me just... There we go. Brilliant. Yeah, this grappling or enemy grappling mechanic is really, really good. I'm so happy that I got that. So this is the trail that I initially followed. Now, unfortunately, this is definitely not the way to go to try and find some yaks. You can actually find some mountain goats up here, so if you're interested in trying to tame those, you'll be able to find 1 or 2. Let's just remove these guys, because they'll chase us till the ends of the earth. But yeah, so we do have some of the mountain goats up that way, a couple of them. So if you need those, you'll be able to find them here. But this is where we started finding a little bit more wolfsbane, and if you're lucky, you might also find some gentian up here as well, which I most certainly was pretty lucky to find a few. So like that. And yeah, I think I found maybe 2 more bunches of gentian. But yeah, let's keep going. And the reason why we're gonna keep going is because I did actually find some interesting places on our journey, despite this not being too fruitful in finding those yaks. There are scavengers in the area, so you just need to be aware of that. You know, I have been calling these guys scavengers. I actually have no idea if they're actually scavengers or if they're something else. I just realized, but I haven't actually prepared myself for combat, have I? So let me just eat. Maybe have some flatbread as well. There we go. And yeah, burning damage is no joke. As you can see, we're almost dead already. Bit more gentian over here. Very nice. Let's keep going up. Now this is where we started having a bit of a problem. So we are starting to feel very cold. Hypothermia is an issue. And initially when I came here in the attempt of recording the previous episode, I didn't actually have fatty meat. I was eating something else. And one of the differences with the fatty meat though is that it does give you some frost resistance. So I'm getting about 5 minutes at the moment, and if I pull my torch out, then I'll probably have like about 6 minutes to work with. But yeah, before eating the grilled fatty meat was actually only getting about 3 minutes to work with to try and traverse through this area. So if you're here without, you know, the fatty meats, then be aware that that's going to be a bit of a challenge. Now, there's some shroud, and I believe there's an elixir well nearby. I didn't really do anything on that front, because I wasn't really interested. I was only interested in trying to find these yaks. So I sort of ran through and I went up this way, which leads you out of the shroud once more. And we come along to this castle-looking thing, or is it a castle? Is it a gate? Is it a fortress? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they're all of those things in one. But yeah, we've got 3 minutes to work with here, and as you can see, I did end up setting up a spawn point up this way. And there are a few chests here and there. There's a few interesting bits and pieces that you might be able to find in this area as well. There's this cave, which contains a bit of iron, if you're looking for iron. Oh, and yeah, there's one of these guys that have a flamethrower on them, so definitely not pleasant dealing with these guys sometimes, but got a couple of minutes. Should be plenty of time to sort of show you what's going on in here. I've got a few more of these scavengers sitting around. And yeah, they've got fires and stuff that you can sort of huddle close to make sure that you don't freeze, but you can't indefinitely not freeze, at least for the moment. It'll just give you an additional timer that you'd be able to work with, like an additional 1 minute or something like that. And that's what's happening every time that I take the torch out as well. Ooh, he's got an elixir there, which I don't really want. And yeah, there's this scroll here, which I did read, so I might read that now. We're out of socks. Our last pair of socks was on Milton's feet when he got attacked by that snow saber-tooth. Since then, he's lost his feet, and our socks. I've sent a report to Everfor Keep again, but I doubt they'll send more stock. There might be some hidden in the chest behind the gong on the roof, but jumping across the planks and squeezing through that hidden door is such a pain. I'll just tell the others we're all out. It's not like Milton needs them anyway. There you go. So we're about 30 seconds away from freezing, so what I might do is actually fast travel myself back up to the spire. And that should bring our hypothermia timer back down, which is good. And from here, well, you know, technically, you don't really need to go all the way through that path. You could probably glide a little bit more there, but since I've got a spawn point already set up, I may as well use that to just get back to where we were pretty quickly. Alright, back down we go. So that was the cave we've been into, and we were exploring the castle itself, so let's just go back in there. And we did hear some enemies in the area, so probably want to just try and take them out. Good times, and we did hear something about there being a chest near the gong, so I'm thinking maybe, yeah, just over here. Interesting hiding place, but whoops, yeah, sure. Exceptional ring of stamina. I can't say that we have looked at rings and stuff like that very often, have we? Commander's ring, plus 30 mana, plus 30 health. Pretty decent, but maybe we can swap it out. Stamina and stamina regen. Or mana, plus 30 health. I think Life Leech we will leave on. And I don't know if I really need better stamina regen, to be honest, so might actually leave that alone. We can maybe store it or get rid of it. Anyway, let's continue looting this area. Just make sure that we hit up each room. That's just a lavatory. And yeah, there's a chest up here. Blizzard wand. I did not see that last time. I don't really need wands, so we can definitely just salvage that. But yeah, as you can see, guys, it is getting quite a bit snowy up here. So definitely a problem with hypothermia. Right, so now that we've been through the main structure of the gate, we can now sort of move forward. And it's at this point where I thought, hang on a sec, you know, the question mark is over here across the mountains, and I was like, how do I even get across there? There's another settlement over there, and you know what, guys? This is kind of cool because this didn't actually happen before, but I'm actually getting snow, as in the snow is actually falling, and this place was not covered in snow before. So yeah, dynamic weather and all that. Very, very cool. Anyway, it's at this point that I thought maybe I'm actually going the wrong way. Ooh, look at that bit of iron up there. And I realized maybe I should have continued along this path and then went up the other side of the mountain. So this is when I decided that I'd just, you know, leave the flame altar here and then, you know, set on a bit of a detour again back from the flame altar, sorry, the spire. And yeah, I definitely realized at that point that I actually needed to go the other way, or the other side of the mountain. So let's actually do that right now. I'll be able to sort of show you which way to go to try and get to the area where we can find the Yaks. So you can see here that there is a bit of a trail, but what I actually did was I took the mountaintop path and I just sort of cut across this way. Ooh, Nice bit of gentian there. And we've got some amethyst here as well, so I might actually mark that down. I did not find that last time. I was too laser focused in trying to find the yaks that we need. What is going on here? And it looks like we've got a nice deposit of obsidian here as well, so... Good find, actually. Does this continue anywhere? It doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay. We do have a bit of a cave system going on here, which I haven't actually been into. We could potentially, you know, go in there a little bit later on if we decide that there's nothing else for us to do in the episode. Oh, look at that. Someone's set up a little bit of a campfire here. Oh, these guys. Yeah, I really dislike them. Okay. Actually, I think I may have landed in the wrong spot here. Because I feel like I probably took a pathway that led a little bit further up the mountain, but I'm hoping maybe we might be able to find our way through this cave. Let's just see if that's the case or not. Plenty to be had here, though. And here we go, we're starting to see the yaks. But let me just get myself to our marker. Oh, I'm getting further away. Sorry, this way. And yeah, interestingly, once you get out here, you can actually find this structure here, which is really some random lodge, random inn in the middle of nowhere. There's not really too much in here. There's like some rats and stuff that you might have to kill. But aside from that, there's not really a lot of treasure or anything like that. I just found the place to be kind of interesting, like an interesting structure on its lonesome, the desolate, snowy scape, snowy mountaintops. But yeah, as you can see, there's not really a lot to loot here. And go upstairs, and I believe I find any letters or anything like that to read here. Possibly not. Anyway, moving on. So if you continue on the pathway here, I mean, we already saw a few of the Yaks anyway, but this is kind of the area that you want to be in to try and find some more. There's another yak over there, so we may as well try and tame this one. So let's crouch and let's see if we can get to taming. And yeah, I have to say that I'm still not a big fan of the taming mechanic. It's very finicky, and sometimes the animals can get a little stuck, almost. And yeah, when they're bunched up like this, it's actually a little bit difficult to get to the one that you want to get to. There we go. That's one heart. Hoping for another one pretty soon. Just maybe I need to place a little bit more bait down. We do need to be a little bit careful, because if you startle them, you'll lose another heart, which is obviously not what you want. Just give them a little bit space. Good. There we go. So now we should be able to bring this one home with us. Nice. But you know, if you really didn't want to get into any of the farming, you can simply just like kill these yaks and you can get a bit of wool that way. I suppose maybe it's going to be a lot faster if you gathered wool through farming though. Oh, and that seemed to have bugged out for whatever reason. And these yaks just seem to take it for whatever reason. They don't really like escape or try to run. Okay, so we've got more scavengers. So what I am going to do though is I am going to try and make my way to the circle here, because we well, when I tried to get the axe previously, I sort of ended the journey around here and I didn't really proceed further, thinking that the journal would have cleared or updated, but unfortunately it hasn't. So I sort of need to try and figure out how to clear the journal by hopefully going to the area that we need to be in. That should get their attention. Nope. That was close. Wow. Yeah, fire damage is brutal. I think there might still be enemies in the area. Just be a little careful here. Ow. Let's see, can I use that? Yeah, good. Alright. Whew. Yeah, close one. Again, another letter here that I read when I was recording previously. Let's have a look. How do I tell the boss? I've returned from the other side of the basin empty-handed. The farmhouse there has got creepy crawly spiders all over. You can't take a single step without walking into a web. I don't care about the rations or the loot in the attic. I'm not setting foot near those spiders again. No matter how low our supplies are, they can't force me to go back there. Can't I join the Cyclops scouting team instead? There you go. I guess there's a place full of spiders. Maybe we might come across it. And obviously, from that letter, we can deduce that there are Cyclops. Or Cyclopses. Cyclopses. Cyclopses in this area, perhaps. Don't know where exactly. Nice frozen lake here. A couple of frozen lakes. And yeah, we're sort of getting closer to the area that we need to be in. I'm just sort of looking for the pathway here. Maybe this way. Of course, we've got a wisp. Ah, yeah, here. Okay. Quiet caves. Location marked. Let me mark down the obsidian here. Whoop. Still getting attacked. Okay, it's actually getting very dark. So it might not be a bad idea for us to just, you know, have a sleep for now. And we'll continue the journey. The spawn point that I set up isn't too far anyway, so... But yeah, those were the hardships of trying to find the yak. And we eventually got there. We have 2 yaks already. We'll place the yak down before we leave. And that way I can also double check on whether or not we already have some wool to collect. Okay, let's take a look at the quest line. Yeah, it looks like the quest line has now been cleared off or checked off, so means that we have completed it. And now we should be able to get a steady supply of wool, you would hope. I've also already made some more of the foods, or, well, it's not bait exactly, it's just yak food, which is apparently a different recipe altogether. But yeah, let's get another yak in here. And hopefully these guys are all going to breed. They don't seem to be housed for whatever reason. I have sort of made this space for them. I'm not entirely sure if they need a even bigger space. Oh, this one... No, the housing issue has still come up. Okay. So, maybe I need to increase the size of the barn, the coverage area. These guys... Yeah, I think these guys are all okay. They just need food, which, you know, I won't really worry too much about giving them more food because we're not really too interested in breeding two more of them, but let me just throw a few things away, clear up our inventory. This ring, I have no idea what we'll do with, actually. Maybe I can just store it in here for the time being. And the gentian and the wolfsbane we can throw in here. Keep the seeds coming. Yeah, we've got quite a few gentian seedlings now, so I might just take this opportunity to plant some more. Right. A bit more meat, give us a bit more HP there, and I suppose I can show you guys the yak food, which is something that we should be able to get from Freya. This has also been unlocked thanks to finding gentian, herbal mountain tea. So this gives us +4 endurance, +4 stamina recharge. It is pretty good, but I think it's not as good as having +5 health regen. I think this is something that I'm probably going to stick with for a while. We just need more purple berries for those, though. But yeah, anyway, let's get the yak food. And I should be able to actually get, like, a couple of batches of yak food in the feeder. Because it does take up to 100. Somehow one of our yaks managed to get outside. I don't know how that happened, but I'll place them back in. They seem to be okay now. They don't seem to be complaining about not having a bed. So yeah, I sometimes don't really understand the mechanics here, and the game sometimes doesn't register whether or not there's an actual bed and cover above those beds. Speaking of beds, I did realize that for yaks, they actually need a special type of pillow. And you can't simply give them a normal animal pillow. So as soon as we manage to catch one yak, the yak pillow becomes available from the farmer. So you should be able to craft that once you're done with your taming. But let's go back out there and let's just continue on along the path. And yeah, we'll see if there's anything else out there worth looking at. Otherwise, really, we should be coming back to... whoops, that's the wrong one. Need to go down that way. Otherwise, we need to go back to our blacksmith to see what's next in terms of trying to craft ourselves better armor, because that's really the ultimate goal in this whole exercise. Yeah, I'm really liking the introduction of the dynamic weather in this game. It really just makes it that much more immersive. And I think it's something that was definitely needed. It was a really nice addition. Anything that we can take from this camp? Maybe not. Bit of wood here and there, maybe. Okay, so this is where we were before. Gonna see if we can find anything of use. There are a few structures here and there. I don't know if there are more scavengers in the area, or perhaps maybe we might be dealing with some VUCA. Yeah, a lot of these structures look VUCA-esque. Plenty more Yaks here. This is Yak Central. So what I'm gonna do is actually set a marker here, so if we ever need to come back for more Yaks, then this is the place that we can do that. And or if we don't feel like having a farm anymore, we can just, you know, come back here and kill a whole bunch of Yaks continuously to try and replenish all of our resources that way. We do have iron. Let's mark that down. And did I see a Cyclops? I think I did. There we go, guys. I don't know how tough this fight's gonna be, but perhaps maybe we should just eat some of our foods and just be prepared for this. Ow. There we go. Yeah, not too bad, actually. And surprisingly, it doesn't count as a boss, or, I mean, I didn't really see a boss-style HP bar. But we do have a Cyclops head there. We'll take that. What is this? Left Cyclops arm. Okay, this is like a collectible. Interesting. Cyclops trophy. So this Cyclops has been eating well, it seems. Avalanche starter. Let's take a look at that. Probably a good time for us to replace our old bow. Well, not if it doesn't give us the damage that we need, though. Will this take it back up to what we need it to be, though? 41. So this gives us another 12 damage once it's fully upgraded, I think. So that'll take us to 43, I think. So we'll take that home and we'll try and upgrade it and see what happens. Just have another quick look around, but I think this might be the end of the road. Alright, good. I think it's time for us to head back. And what I might do is I might take this down. Unless, actually no, we do have a few objectives that we could try and get to. Maybe I should leave things. Yeah. Anyway, let's head home. And I sort of want to just check in with the blacksmith and to see what are some of the next steps that we're going to need to do to start getting better armor. Looks like our berries are ready here. Let me just quickly harvest these, and I'm gonna grow like another batch. I think that's fair to do. But yeah, let's do some upgrades first. So, avalanche starter. 35, okay. No, that's not quite what we're looking for. Or is it? +7, +7. Maybe this is a little bit better. It is higher level, that's for sure. Better durability. Although, with a weapon like this, I don't really think durability is all that important. Let me salvage that. I'll just use this and see how we go. If it doesn't turn out as good as the other one, it doesn't really matter because I mostly use it to kite things anyway. And yeah, I want to grow berries, so let's just grab the berry seedlings and we'll just do a quick batch. Alright, should be good. Hopefully we get some more berries soon. Throw that in there, and since we've got some of the berries, I do want to just make some more of the fruit bowls, just to replenish all of that. Good times. We'll leave bait in here, and I think should also be able to leave like the Cyclops head in there. We might actually need the Cyclops head for things like, you know, upgrading the flame at the flame altar, potentially. I can leave this here as well. Alright, looking good. Let's check in over here with our crafts people.
Hey, let's fix that.
Alright, Oswald, so let's just quickly take a look at some of the stuff that we can now make. Yeah, we've got like new pickaxes and axes and stuff as well, and we've got a cool shield to perhaps maybe get our hands on, though we can't really reliably make steel bars at the moment, so I think it's probably still a little bit too early for us to think about getting that. Iron Claw Club, jeez. Yeah, but anyway, the goal is to try and get this set here, the Brazen Bull set, and what we need for that is the warm padding and then steel bars. But hopefully, this quest will actually get us there. The Forge of the Summits. You've set the mountains ablaze, good, but yours is not the only fire that warms the cold nights. Northern soldiers, or what is left of them, reign in the Albaneve summits. They expanded there to build elixir wells, smelting obsidian and steel to defend them, most likely in a nearby forge. Such a place must have great tools inside, tools we could use for a blast furnace. Nice, okay, cool. So, we'll look into that quest next. Unless there's anything else pressing, let's just have a look. Nomad, Highlands, Hollow Halls, yeah, we could go there. Helping Hands, so yeah, the various people that we need to try and recover. Looking for the dog, yes, there's that. A spinning machine. Craft a spinning machine with her to proceed. Spinning machine, okay. Maybe it's just as simple as crafting it. I don't know if we have all the materials, but we'll find out. Try and find Athalan somewhere. We've got another quest from the farmer, apparently, so... Athalan. So... Production place, maybe? So we need a spinning wheel. We do have one, right? It is running at the moment. Would I be replacing it, though? So I've got that. I should be able to craft this now.
Stacia.
Spinning machine. Let's place that in its place. And let's take a look at the recipes. Yeah, okay, it can definitely do all of these things. And I guess it should be a little bit more efficient if it's used for making linen and string. Wool. We're gonna need to dump some wool in here. And I can't remember where we're keeping all of our wool, but we'll find out soon enough. Warming food. The ingredients found in the Albaneve summits make me feel inspired. We should cook some regional food together, something that will keep us warm and cozy, like some meat, a beef stew, or creamy pumpkin soup. Pumpkin soup? Ah.
Don't be a stranger.
Let's take a look at that, because this is probably going to be critical for us to try and keep warm as we explore before we even get the armor that we need. I don't actually see the quest anywhere. Unless it's already completed because we have already started making some of the foods. Let me just take a look here. Ooh, pumpkin soup. Where on earth do we find some pumpkins, though? I have no idea. This'll give us +3 frost resist. I like that idea. Frizzy goat milk.
Take care.
Frizzy goat milk. I think we have the normal goat milk. We might need to get the mountain goats. Which might not be too difficult to do. We could probably keep the mountain goats here. Do I need to have any of the hop hairs? I'm thinking about whether or not I can just get rid of the hop hairs. So goat food, yak food. I assume those Albaneve summit goats will simply be happy with normal goat food. But I could be wrong. Maybe we want to try and go out and try and tame some. Let's get a little bit of goat bait, or goat food bait. We'll get some goat food.
Take it easy.
Those are for the hop hairs. There you go, so they should all be pretty happy with that. Once I get the Albaneve goats, I think there is going to be a bit of a culling that needs to happen. Unfortunately. Unfortunately for them. Alright, let me go back out to... I'm thinking maybe just the spire. And we'll see if we can find a few goats. We'll try and tame like 2 of them. Bring them home. Because I would like to start eating that stew. Okay, we just need to sort of go this way. Okay, here's hoping that'll be kind of simple to do. Oh man, it is so easy to lose the hearts. You kidding me? Man. I am on edge here, trying to tame these guys. It's not really that easy. At least for me, anyway. I don't know if I'm just, like, approaching it the wrong way. But I think maybe being able to isolate one of them might be a good idea. Oh, nope. It's not what we want. Oh. Yeah, it does not like us approaching at all. Okay, maybe I just need to let it eat a little bit more. Like, it seems a lot more suspicious of us when it already has, like, one heart, for whatever reason. Let's just try and go slow here. Okay. My lord, that's one. I feel like it's gonna get a little bit too dark for us to do this. And I might need more bait. So let me head back. We'll make some more bait and we'll come back and we'll tame one more. And I think that might be the episode, guys. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate that I didn't manage to show you guys the real process of trying to find the Yaks. But I think I gave you a fair sort of retelling of that journey. We did manage to do a few new things that I didn't cover off when I was recording last time. Like, I didn't get as far as finding the Cyclopes, so that's kind of nice. So if we need to keep fighting Cyclopses, we know where to go. I should get maybe a few more bits of bait just to prepare. If I can find the farmer, we She might be in her room.
I have faith.
I suppose if I compare this system to Valheim's, though, now that I think about it, Valheim's taming system can be quite difficult to deal with as well. Purely because you have to sort of stay in one area and let the animals sort of just like eat the foods that you've given them. And it can take a while, actually. So in comparison, I suppose this is not as bad. It can feel a little frustrating though, because you have to be ever present and you have to sort of take some actions to actually get it done. Just a bit more to go. Finally. Alright, let's bring you home. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to cull a little bit. We'll do that as well. And one more. But yeah, what I'm really after is just the milk, really. So hopefully we'll be able to get the milk from these guys. Guys, managed to get outside. That's what you get for escaping. Maybe I do want to just, like, grab one more. And maybe even one more here. Because we've got plenty of the normal goats. Yeah. Sorry, guys. You guys are out. Let's at least use the animal fur. This lean meat, though, I don't think we'll really need it. So... Alright, guys. Sorry about that abrupt cut there, but again, once more, I've had some issues with recording this episode. I've also ran out of disk space, apparently, but that's all resolved now. Luckily, it's towards the very end of our episode, so this is where I'm going to call it. When we come back in the next one, I think we'll start working on, I guess, some of the requirements that Oswald has given us to hopefully get this armor. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to have to sort of figure out some other stuff to do. There's plenty to do, to be honest. There's a very long list of things that we could get into. But anyway, for now, this is where I bid you guys farewell. Drop me a like down below, some suggestions in the comment section down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.